Hello students in the 7th grade, how are you today? Today we are going to complete the structure about gerund and the infinitives by answering the questions in your student's book, page 63. So please prepare your books and be ready for our class. The outcomes of our lesson today, students should be able to revise the rule, read the dialogue on student's book, page 63, and answer the questions from this page. And now let's start our lesson by your student's book, page 63. So please open your books and let's read this dialogue. This dialogue is between Laura, Jack, and Sally. We want to read it and recognize the verbs that followed by gerunds and infinitives. Laura, Hampton isn't a big industrial town, but there are some factories, يعني مصانع, here, and the oldest is Larkin's Leather, the name of the factory, or the oldest factory. It was founded by Alfred Larkin in 1859. Jack, today we're talking to Sally Cooper, who works at the factory. Isn't Sally Cooper works at the factory? Sally, do you like working at Larkin's Leather? Look here, we have like and like from the words that always followed by a gerund. Isn't like plus gerund. What do we mean about gerund? The verb with ing. Sally, yes, I do. It's a very friendly company. Laura, what does the factory make exactly? هلا بدهم يحكوا لنا عن الفاكتوري عن المصنع إيش بيصنع؟ Sally, we make all kinds of high quality leather goods, boots, shoes, sandals, suitcase, briefcases, and handbags. So these are the things that make on the factory. Jack, what are you making at the moment? Sally, I'm helping. Look, help. We have help to make. Isn't help from the verbs that always followed by an infinitive. Make is an infinitive verb. So, Sally said, I'm helping to make some belts. I need to be very careful because the belts are for a top designer. So here, my students, we have two verbs that followed by infinitive اللي هم help and need. Jack, how many people work here? Sally, there are 50 of us in the machine room. It's very noisy. Jack, do you work long hours? Sally, yes, we do, but I don't mind working. Mind followed by a gerund. Working hard. Are you planning to stay at the factory, Sally? Well, I enjoy working here, but I've decided to go to college. I want to study design and I have managed to get on a course which starts next September. So here we have the verb decide, want, and manage. These are the verbs that always followed by infinitives. Go, get, and study, these are infinitive verbs. And now let's start answering the questions from this page. We want to answer question number 3 and 4. 3. Make sentences. We want to make sentences and recognize about the verbs that we use in these sentences. Like number 1, Sally like work factory. Let's make a sentence. Sally likes, the verb like always followed by gerund. So Sally like working at the factory. What about number 2? She not mind work hard. Mind from the verbs that followed by a gerund or an infinitive. Excellent, a gerund. So the sentence is, she does not mind working hard. Yes. Number 3, she good at sew leather. بمعنى خياطة. Good from the verbs that followed by a gerund, so the sentence is, she is good at sewing leather. Number 4, she enjoy make high quality goods. Goods بمعنى بضائع. Yes. What do you think about this? 1. She enjoys making high quality goods. So enjoy from the verbs that followed by a gerund. Number 5, she like design shoes and bags. We said that like followed by a gerund, so the sentence, she likes designing shoes and bags. The last one from this question, she look forward start college course. Yes, she's looking forward to starting her college course. Look forward from the verbs that always followed by a gerund. So all these sentences have a gerund. And now let's move to question number 4. Ask and answer. We want to make a question and answer for the question according to the dialogue that we have read. Like number 1, what Sally help make? The question is, what is Sally helping to make? And remember, helping from the verbs that followed by an infinitive. The answer is, she's helping to make some belts. Number 2, we have why need work carefully. What do you think the question? Yes, the question is, why does she need to work carefully? Need to work. Need from the verbs that followed by an infinitive. So the answer is, she needs to work carefully because the belts are for a top designer. Number 3, she plan stay factory. The main verb is plan. And the question is, yes, is she planning to stay at the factory? No, she isn't planning to stay at the factory. Plan from the verbs that followed by an infinitive. Number 4, what want study? Want from the verbs that followed by an infinitive. Excellent. So what does she want to study? She wants to study design. Want to study, want the main verb to, and study infinitive verb. Number 5, where decide go. Decide also from the verbs that followed by an infinitive. So where has she decided to go? She's decided to go to college. And the last one, manage, get, on, course. We don't have here a WH word, so this is yes or no question. Has she managed to get on a course? Yes, she's managed to get on a course which starts next September, isn't it? These questions and the answers according to the dialogue that we read. Finally, from this page we have these notes. Some verbs are followed by the infinitive as we said, like what? Need, want, plan, help, decide, manage. All these verbs followed by an infinitive or infinitives, like Sally is planning to do a design course. And we have verbs are followed by the gerund. What do we mean about gerund? Verb with ing اللي هو present participle, like what? The verbs like, hate, enjoy, mind, look forward to, be, good, be اللي هم الverbs to be, is, are, am, was, or were, good, or bad at, be, with, interested in. All these verbs followed by the gerund, and this is an example. She doesn't mind working hard. The main verb is mind, and we have after mind working. This is a gerund verb with ing. This is present participle. So, my students, we finished our class for today. In the next class, we are going to answer the questions in your workbook, so please be ready.